Yo, 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 it's time. It's your man MAS here with a general review. Anime title was How a Realist Rebuilt the Kingdom, and honestly, it's pretty good so far. I can't front. It's exactly like what I said though previously. It's basically isekai, so they dropped this man into the world. No explanation, no anything. Even the hero himself, or the person Kazuya, he gets into it and he's like natural. It's like he expected it. Of course, he expected to be in this random world where he was selected as a hero. Go figure. But I mean, besides that, it's definitely like a different approach to an isekai. Like definitely, this guy is using logic to combat problems. All right. It's not like a typical anime where there's some kind of action, some kind of suspense. It's not really that, but it definitely gives like a, I don't want to say like Death Note feel, but definitely gives that feel where it's like the character thinks very much ahead, not like in the moment. Thinking like, all right, what's the best way to approach the situation? And then he hits you with as much logic as possible, even with the whole gaining financial aid situation. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna sell the jewelry, and the female character, I forget her name, I'm gonna catch up to it. She's like, you know, she's tight. She's like, yo, why would you sell jewelry? Like, as a woman would be like, why would you sell jewelry? The country's jewelry. And he's like, ma, calm down. All right, he didn't really say ma, but he's like basically like, yo, ma, calm down. I ain't sell all the jewelry. He separated into like A, B, C, D category. He basically sold off the lower tier category and made enough funds for it. So it feels like a game of civilization. You know, it was like, all right, what is the best logical approach to doing things? So that's how his approach is. Like, hey, you can't just go and start off with war, or you just can't go and start off with manpower. Just the aspect of, all right, what are our finances? And then how much manpower do we need? How much in terms of like what's our specialty as a kingdom? Even episode 2 where he's trying to recruit talent, right? It's like, hey, and his magic ability, which is funny, is something that only he would be good at. It's like, all right, well, he's something poltergeist. It was like conscious poltergeist. I'm butchering the name again. Like, this is just episode 2, but he's able to put his consciousness into items such as pens, and then he can get a lot more paperwork done, which I thought was a cool ability. It's definitely different. So it's definitely a very unique way to highlight a power / ability. He's recruiting people, you know, talent, which I think is definitely like top priority as well. And that speech that he gave, it got people hyped. Like, yo, people was hyped. Like, oh, like, he was like, yo, I don't care what kind of talent you got, all right? I don't care if you think your talent is worthless, which probably is like a lot of people. It's like, I don't really got no talent, but he's like, yo, I don't care, all right? And if it makes it even more better, like, there'll be some kind of like reward or referral system, which I think is just a good approach in general. Like, if you're trying to build a business or anything like that, and you already have like a good foundation, which he does, being, you know, the substitute king. He considers himself a substitute king, but I get the feeling the girl main character, she wants him there like long term. She ain't gonna say it. You can tell like she's kind of hesitant to say it, but she's feeling your man's. So he got everybody hyped. So everybody looks like they're gonna go down to the kingdom and be like, yo, this is what I got to offer, which is a great approach. If you feel like you're good at something, get very highly skilled individuals at something, and you can rebuild something with that. It might not be, you find people's strengths and then build off of that. So that's his approach. I like the show so far. It's definitely not action based. Also keep in mind, I'm just judging the anime. So maybe the manga or, you know, the comic book form is a lot different of a story, but me just kind of judging the anime. It's very good so far. Definitely not as action packed. So if you look for something action packed, this may not be for you. And maybe it gets action packed later down, but for now, it's good. It's like, hey, if you want something that makes you think, especially if you're coming from the perspective of trying to start a business or trying to think about things logically, I guess this would be mind-blowing if you don't think about things logically. So you're watching it and it's like, oh snap, I never thought about that. I never thought about this. I never thought about that. Like, it definitely feels like you're watching something educational to teach you. But for the most part, if Once I messed up, but if you have common sense and you're watching the show, it's like, oh, okay, like I get what he's doing. So it's not anything groundbreaking, but it's how he's doing it in that kind of show. You don't expect an isekai in that kind of realm. So it's basically still an isekai, but it's an isekai with a different approach. This is an isekai with, of course, a realist approach, not just swords a-blazing, guns a-blazing, you know? But yeah, it's definitely cool so far. Probably gonna keep watching because I am into shows like that make you think, psychological thrillers. This main character really thinks and come up with really cool, smart solutions, not just with the fist all in. Like, nah, it's not that kind of show. But I like it so far. Because I'm only on episode 2. Only 5 episodes really so far. I'm assuming more episodes will be coming out, but I just want to give a general review. And when I get to episode 5, I'll probably give a complete review. As I said, more episodes probably will come out, but yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely check out my comic, Citizen Evil. That's the main thing I'm promoting along with my anime reviews. So check out my Patreon, check out my Instagram, check out my YouTube channel. I do have a Facebook, but that whole thing is complicated. I don't know why, but check that out too if you are able to find Citizen Evil on Facebook. So holla at your mans, let me know. Your man MES is out.